This morning on today's wedding, Modern Love, Melissa and Jeremy's big reception. We are here at the beautiful Hudson Terrace on the west side of Manhattan with spectacular views. And before we get the party started here, though, let's take a quick tour of the venue and see what Melissa and Jeremy and their guests will get to enjoy today, courtesy of none other than celebrity wedding designer Colin Cowie. Colin, good morning.
Morning, Natalie.
Now, all of this is your vision, and you love this whole modern love theme. It couldn't have been a better theme for
Absolutely.
you, right?
I think we've got all these traditional elements that we've given a modern twist to.
Okay, so what was your vision here in designing this, for example, the tables that we see?
Well, we started with a beautiful natural flax linen, which is a good foundation for the table.
And it's elegant, right?
It's very elegant and it's
sort
simple.
of a
It's the
natural.
type of thing in 20 years' time you're never going to regret using.
Exactly.
And instead of the round traditional plate, we used a square plate, which adds a nice edge to the table. I think a well-informed guest is a happy guest, so that's why we give them a menu.
Very nice.
And I like to balance the energy at the table, so we use these place cards, but these were also made on a personal computer at home, so anyone could make these.
So it's an inexpensive way to personalize things as well.
Correct.
Exactly.
The silhouette of the glass, nice and modern and tall, and punctuated with these colored glasses at each place setting.
Which is beautiful.
Which also ties back to the ribbon, which ties back to the dresses and your color scheme as well. We just happen to be appropriately dressed. And then looking at the flowers, this is a simple glass container lined with a leaf inside. You can find them at a Walmart or a Kmart. But the flowers, you create a lot of lushness from using the white hydrangea.
Right.
And the luxness comes from the single stem of the phalaenopsis. And that's contrasted with this very sculptural look of using these beautiful miniature calla lilies.
So a lot of texture, a lot of layers. And the great thing, too, is, people spend a lot of money on their flowers. And the nice thing here is that you actually can see the people across the table.
I think the most important thing is I need to make eye contact with you. There's nothing worse when you can't, because I think it allows you to have much better conversation at the table.
So you're saving money, but with the beautiful touches as well.
And of course, on a day like today, when the sun's not shining, I think candles are completely appropriate.
Absolutely, and it adds that special warmth to the table. Now let's talk about.
Makes us look good as well.
It does. Let's talk about this gorgeous cake here, by the way, which America voted, and it was by Anna Parsick, Custom Cakes, cake design studio based in Cheshire, Connecticut. As you can see here, this beautiful tiered cake.
I think what stands
out
for me are these beautiful flowers. These are homemade flowers. Can you believe that this is made by hand? They look so unbelievably natural.
I had to actually touch one, which she probably doesn't want to know.
And I love the iridescence on the finish in the cake. I think it's very beautiful and smooth. And the lovely thing about, not only does it look good on the outside, but there are 4 different flavors on the inside.
Wow, that's wonderful. So it'll be a little surprise when you take a bite what flavor you get. And then over here, we have our wish box table, and this is actually what won last week's vote. We asked viewers to help personalize the wedding, and more than 50% of you voted for the wish box from Things Remembered. These are these personal silver engraved boxes.
Because I think this is something that's going to last forever. And the idea, instead of having a guest book, we asked each one of the guests to write a beautiful note and a wish for the bride and groom on these 5x7 cards. They all get collected. They get kept inside this keepsake monogram box. And should they hit a bumpy patch along the road, they can always refer back to the love and wishes of their family and friends.
In fact, you already wrote some loving wishes for them as well. Now let's go downstairs. Well, we're not going to physically go downstairs, but you'll see it, to our salon level, because that is where the real party is going to get started. That's the dance floor. What else do we have planned downstairs?
We have a dance floor down there. We have a great DJ down there.
Pause, I think his name is.
We'll keep everybody going. We have fabulous cocktails, each named after one of the bridesmaids. And we're going to light a unity candle and dance. And
they're going to dance. And we have a signature. We also have a wedding song for them as well planned. Now, you do have some tips. If people do want to save some money when they're planning the reception, you say one of the things that you can ask your caterer if you can provide your own liquor, right?
Absolutely. Go and purchase your own wine, your own alcohol, and I think that way you get to save quite a bit of money.
Also, if you can, reduce the guest list, without upsetting too many people.
I always believe that a great start comes from ruthless editing.
Exactly. You say also have your guests RSVP via email or phone call. That saves you the cost of those cards.
Not only it's all more eco-friendly as well, and it makes more of a greener statement.
And if you can, have the wedding on a Sunday rather than a Saturday or during the week.
Or have a cocktail reception, because that's where you can get the best vendors without paying the premium price that you would pay on a Saturday.
Now, Colin, I know you also have a special newsletter that you've started as well. Another place that our viewers can turn to for some advice.
At colincowie.com, we have a wonderful newsletter. It's weekly. It's full of tips, ideas, and shortcuts to make a fabulous wedding.
Well, you have made already this a fabulous wedding. Once Melissa and Jeremy Gephardt make their way here, they're going to be treated to all of Colin Cowie's incredible beauty here.
Thanks, Natalie.
All right.